YouTube demonetized my entire channel and gave me absolutely zero notice. I'm going to try and keep this video as simple and short as possible, but I'm going to be going over basically something that I have seen a couple of, well, a fair amount of creators actually having as a problem with the YouTube platform. I'm going to be fully addressing the problem and my experience with this problem so far, as it is ongoing on this channel currently, which is why I'm obviously making this video. So to break it down, it was a Monday morning and I had woken up and began doing the tasks that I had planned throughout that day, and randomly I get a notification from my YouTube studio telling me that my channel is no longer eligible for monetization. I see that and I'm pretty panicked. You know, this isn't something that you want to see on your channel, so I have a look into it and it turns out that my entire channel has been demonetized. I've looked over the entire channel and figured out that it was basically demonetized. What reason could this possibly be? Could this be like a random video on my channel which breaks guidelines or something? But no, it wasn't anything to do with that. In fact, all of them videos are completely fine, and it's actually to do with what they call reused content. And yes, that is exactly how vague this was put to me. So I looked instantly and sort of saw there was two options that I could have after this email. I could appeal the decision or I could reapply for the YouTube Partner Program. So I appealed the decision. Basically the only option that I had, I took, and I just appealed the decision. So to appeal the decision, I had a quick read over everything that you needed to add in it, and you basically have to show and prove that you make your own videos in 5 minutes. Now, looking at my channel, I currently have over 1,600 videos on my channel, and I've got to prove that I make all of them videos. With this task in hand, I just got my camera out and started recording, showing proof and evidence that I basically make my videos. I showed a couple of videos and explained how they didn't break the guidelines, and then proceeded to show the actual projects and the timelines of how I actually edited the videos. And this, as you can imagine, was a very, very stressful process. I spent most of yesterday completely stressed, and I actually contacted community creator support, as they call it, creator support. So I basically contacted them to get advice, and to be fair, they were actually quite helpful in the first run, which I had a second run in with them this morning, and that was not so helpful, but we're going to get over that in a little bit. But yeah, this one was kind of helpful. They were just kind of like, okay, see how it pans out, see what you get as your result to your appeal, and then obviously we can figure stuff out from there. So I woke up this morning and I got my appeal back, and when I tell you that this is the most stupid response that you could possibly get, I'm genuinely not exaggerating on that. I got a response basically saying that I didn't show enough variety of content on my channel. Basically that I didn't show enough videos on my channel. So you're supposed to essentially submit a 5-minute video. Yeah, you're limited to 5 minutes. You got to explain this in 5 minutes, and in 5 minutes you have to show basically all of your content on your channel and explain why all of that content does not violate the guidelines. So yeah, that basically is what you have to show, and obviously I'm not going to show 1,600 videos in 5 minutes. That is physically impossible. I went over 10 of my most recent videos, which I found would actually be pretty good, and proved them, and there seemed to be no problem with that. But for some reason there was a problem that I didn't show the entire thing. It's very confusing, and to be quite frank and honest with you, I really didn't understand what they were fully trying to say. Anyway, this leaves me with the last option, I can reapply for the creator, basically for the YouTube Partner Program. But this is going to cost me, well, 90 days. Yeah, 3 months. I have to wait 3 months, entire months, to reapply. And I figured out in this time, I did a load of research and looked at a load of other YouTubers that had essentially came over this problem, and it seems to be a problem with re-uploading clips, which, funny enough, didn't become a problem in the community guidelines since last year. They implemented this, I had no idea about it, and yeah, they basically implemented this in 2023, and I think from like what I know, this was essentially implemented into the partner program terms of service so that basically it could stop clipping channels and channels that basically just base their entire channel off re-uploading clips of other people's content and just monetizing it, which I completely understand, and I fully I'm aware of that. But if you look at my channel, the channel's completely the opposite, really. It's a bunch of different content. It's a variety of content which I make. Yes, I may have uploaded a few clips throughout the time, but I've been on YouTube for almost 9 years. Like, the community guidelines have changed a hell of a lot in that time. This new guidelines came in, and essentially they've reviewed my channel, and this is why it's happened. To the best of my knowledge, because I'm still not 100% aware, because I actually did, after all of this came out, I actually did go ahead and contact creator support. I asked them directly which video is the video that is causing these issues. Which one of my videos or a couple of my videos are causing these issues, because if I know, I can delete them specific videos so that I can be eligible for monetization again. Essentially, they were the most useless tool on YouTube, to be completely fair with you. Genuinely, when I say that this person who was on creator support trying to support creators was genuinely the most useless waste of my time that you could possibly imagine. I basically contacted them, asked them a straight up question. They then avoided answering the question, didn't even ask if they'd resolved my issue, said that you've contacted us before. By the way, that is before I got the outcome of the appeal, and basically said don't contact us again, which is essentially what creator support is there for, which is a bit baffling, to be fair. I had to resort to literally doing something that I really didn't want to do. I put out a few statements and said that I'm going to be stopping uploads, which, by the way, I'm actually not going to be stopping uploads. I will actually resume my upload schedule as usual per this video. So you will get your Doctor Who review this basically tomorrow. I'm going to be uploading that tomorrow. I'm going to film that and upload that tomorrow. And I will be uploading on my regular days as usual. Content will resume as usual, despite me not being paid a penny to put this content on YouTube. But, I mean, and it is actually quite a big deal, because, I mean, I've had times where I used my payments from AdSense to help fund some of my biggest and best content on this YouTube channel. Like, straight up, these videos, like, genuinely were helped by the monetization revenue that I earned from this channel. Like, it genuinely does help me and means a lot to me to get these videos monetized, and it does genuinely help fund the channel. I mean, I've even had a time in my life where I was actually pretty hard up. It was very, very difficult. I was very, very close to not being able to pay something, and the one thing that saved me from that, and one thing that allowed me to go on and carry on making my purchases and stuff like that, was the ad revenue that I made from this YouTube channel. That's just like goes to show how much we as creators actually rely on our ad revenue that comes in from making videos. But yeah, as I said, content will resume as usual on this channel. I did have some big plans to announce a big new era of content on my channel. I've actually been working on this very, very hard for the past couple of weeks, but I'm gonna have to postpone the release of this new era because there's just no way I can release it onto this channel without having it monetized, because I put genuinely hours and hours and hours of work and a lot of money into making these new era videos, and there's just no way that I'm going to be just throwing them out onto this channel demonetized. But I will carry on uploading the content that I have been uploading recently on this channel. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notifications, all of that stuff as usual on this channel. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers on this channel, so I'd greatly appreciate it if you guys could hit that subscribe button and just really help me out on this journey. I will definitely do an update video when I have updates to give on the possibility of me being remonetized on YouTube. So I will give updates as and when they happen. But for now, thanks for watching this video. Comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.